Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? This is damage from that super Typhoon Neoguri. I want to thank James McKay for this report. 3 people are dead in Japan as Typhoon Neoguri makes landfall and creates a tremendous landslide. And you're looking at a picture of it right there. This was taken yesterday, July the 10th, 2014. Heavy rain has battered a wide swath of Japan on July the 10th, 2014, sending rivers over their banks and setting off a landslide as a weakened but still dangerous storm made landfall and headed east, leaving 3 people dead. Neoguri, which first threatened Japan as a super typhoon, has weakened to a tropical storm by the time it plowed ashore onto mainland Japan. But it was still packing winds of 78 miles an hour. What? I mean, this thing was powerful, guys. This thing was apocalyptic. It was of biblical proportions, biggest storm typhoon in 15 years to hit Japan. Heavy rains prompted the cancellation of hundreds of flights and trains, school closings. The storm also fed into a stalled seasonal rain front, threatening flooding in distant regions. A landslide sent mud and rock tumbling down a mountainside in the town of Nagisko in central Japan, killing a 12-year-old boy and bringing to 3 the total deaths from the storm so far. I tell you, it's miraculous that there isn't more people dead. Look at this scene that you're looking at. Look at this scene. At first I thought it was an earthquake. Then the house started filling with mud, said one of the residents. I clung to a pillar with all my strength. Dear Lord, have mercy. Folks, please pray for these people. Some 50 people have been injured so far from the falls. There are 2 nuclear plants that they're concerned about, and neither one of them are Fukushima. They're worried about Kyushu and Shikoku, which are also being hit by torrential rains. So far, no reports of anything unusual. Yeah, right. That's what you told us with Fukushima. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It's not going to be fine as radiation is poured into the water, into the land, into the air, and into the Pacific Ocean. Something horrific could be going on. We really need an independent report on these other 2 nuclear power plants. Nuclear. Don't say nuclear. People get mad because I say nuclear. Because when I do that, then I'm sounding like George W. Bush. That's how he pronounces it. It's nuclear. Okay, I got it. All of Japan's 48 nuclear reactors are shut down 3 years after the disaster at Fukushima nuclear plant. Nuclear, which was wrecked by an earthquake and tsunami back in March the 11th, 2011. The stricken plant is on the other side of the country. Thank God. Thank God this storm did not hit Fukushima. The chance of violent winds pretty much has vanished now. The rain is still concerned. Things are starting to quiet down. But by the looks of that picture right there in front of you, something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. The Bible says there'll be signs in the sun. There was an M6 solar flare 2 days ago. There'll be signs in the sun and in the moon. We're in the midst of 4 blood moons on 4 high Jewish feast days, with wars breaking out in the Middle East everywhere. So let's go back and look at that verse again. Luke chapter 21, verse 25. For there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. Venus passing through the comet Jacques just took place. Are you serious? So there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and distress of nations. ISIS, Iraq, Syria? Or do you want to talk about Israel, Hamas, Gaza, Lebanon? There shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and distress of nations, with perplexity, and the sea, and the waves, roaring. Typhoon Neoguri. And men's hearts failing them for fear of things coming upon the earth. Are you saved? Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're living in the last days.